Rae Sandler, 1433 Avocado Isle. I lived in Dania Beach 36 years. First, I want to ask, what are the issues that can't come before the city with 4 commissioners? Are there any?
Sure.
Are there any issues that can't come before the commission because there are only 4 commissioners? No. Okay. You're not withholding any decisions for the city, is that correct?
To my knowledge.
Okay. All right. What are the reasons for a recall?
They're strictly limited by statute, and they are malfeasance, misfeasance, neglect of duty, drunkenness, incompetence, permanent inability to perform official duties, and conviction of a felony involving moral turpitude. It can only be one or more of those matters. It cannot be anything else but one of those 6 items.
Okay. Now, you said yourself, everyone on this commission gets 1 vote, correct? Verdu?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, that's correct. So 2 commissioners pick 1 person. It doesn't matter if there's 2 candidates or 100 candidates, they picked who they wanted. It happens to be the same person. Oh well, you and Mrs. Grace picked 2 the same. Let's go after you because you've picked the same people. I mean, this is ridiculous. Everyone has their opinion, everyone has their choice, and they get 1 vote. Okay? All right. As far as obstructing justice and not fulfilling their duty to the charter, they are fulfilling their duty. They have chosen a person. They're not obstructing justice. They've chosen a person. That's who they pick. All right? Another thing, too, really the bashing has got to stop. It's enough. Really. It's childish, it's pathetic, and it's just enough. Work together. Everyone. You're the mayor. You are to run the meeting, not necessarily pass the gavel, make the motions, talk about your opinion. I mean, you have your opinion. Everyone has their opinion. But the mayor should run the meeting. Okay? Not run over the meeting. All right? So I'm asking that everyone up here work together. And it can be done. And if you can't agree on any of these 20 candidates or 18 candidates or how many there are, have another poll. Or forget about it and carry on. Thank you.
Just a couple of things on that. I'm glad to hear that you want to stop the bashing because you've been bashing me for 5 years now, so that's good to hear. That's enough. Number 2, as far as running a meeting goes, it's challenging to run the meeting with 4 people because you don't have that second person making a motion. That's the problem, you know. So I'm put in a position a number of times where I have to pass the gavel or make a second on a motion. And I think as far as everybody having 1 vote, and that's fine, I agree with that. Everybody else have 1 vote. I think what most residents are concerned about, or what their issue is with, is that 2 of the electeds have only voted for 1 person every time. And there's 20 applicants that are pretty qualified.
They have 1 vote. That's their vote.
Right. I know they have their vote.
They get to pick 1 candidate. That's who they pick.
I understand that, but that's what people have concerns about, that there's a lack of compromise and a lack of independence, because these 2 have voted the same time 30 out of 40 times as of August 27th. So that's the concern. You're not wrong when you say we have 1 vote.
Well, you see, if we would have the presidential election again, I would once again vote for Romney.
I understand that, but if there were 20 qualified applicants, it's nice to have that option, and it's nice to have that ability to compromise. And I think what people are concerned about, like I said, is the lack of independence and the lack of willing to compromise, to stick on 1 person every single time, 1 person, when you have other really good candidates. I think
that's their vote. That's who they want.
That is who they want.
It could be 1 of 2. And I honestly believe if it wasn't your pick, they would still get this.
But what it shows is a lack of willingness to compromise, and it shows a lack of independence. And that's the concern. Not that there's 1 vote. Everybody understands.
It's the independence. They get 1 vote, they get 1 choice. That's who they want.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who it is.
All right, thank you. I have others that want to speak as well. Thank you very much.
And you bashed me too, Mayor.
Thank you.
And it's enough.
Right, thank you. Next. Thank you. Mr. Ramoli?
Louis Ramoli, 902 Nature's Cove.